And welcome to Geek Raider, a channel dedicated to big balls and even bigger holes. And with the 27-year anniversary of Tomb Raider just around the corner, what better way than to pay homage to the franchise than by covering some of the incredible moments that the classic games have blessed us with over the years? Yes, that's right. Today, my dear imps, it's all about the classics. To achieve this tantalisingly tricky task, I've consulted with the fanbase and now have what I believe to be the definitive list of the top 10 classic Tomb Raider moments. And when I say moments, I'm not talking about entire levels here. I mean, that would literally be as useless as bringing a fart to a shit fight. No, in this video, I'm talking about actual moments that occur within the levels. And if your favourite moment hasn't made it on this list, don't go chewing my nipples off in the comments, just make your own bloody list. But hey, enough of the gobshite, let's get crack-a-lackin'. Kicking off this list at number 10, we have The Last Revelations Egyptian Adventure, or as some people rightfully call it, the theme park of death. Stumbling upon this abandoned park is such a cool moment, and in my opinion adds real pizzazz to the coastal ruins level. It's a real breath of fresh air given that a lot of the surrounding area is drier than a nun's chuff. Sorry, that was rude of me. It's a real breath of fresh air given that a lot of the surrounding area is drier than a camel's arsehole in a sandstorm. And this is owed much to the fact that the Egyptian adventure is filled with tricky mini-challenges, such as a shooting range, mirror illusion room, and an Indian rope trick machine which, let's be honest, has about as much charisma as a stone slug. At number 9, we have The Chase. When it comes to action-packed moments, the chase scene between Lara and Mr. Molestation is a real standout. It's an awesome blend of athleticism and intrigue that really makes you realise just why the Louvre has a no-running policy. It's a high-intensity moment which sees Lara go off like a frog in a blender as she vaults over artefacts rarer than rocking horse shit, all the while trying to outsmart her mysterious rival. It's like a game of cat and mouse, only the cat is a fearless Tomb Raider and the mouse is an enigmatic rival with eyes bluer than a waffle. At number 8, we have the rotating room from Burial Chambers, The Last Revelation. In a series where ancient puzzles are more common than poppers at a gay bar, the rotating room stands out as a real head-scratcher of epic proportions. This moment is a prime example of how the series continually raised the bar for mind-bending challenges. It's not just a puzzle, it's an experience that encapsulates the very essence of Tomb Raider. It challenges your wits, rewards your determination, and leaves you feeling higher than a giraffe's bumhole.
Ew.
And at number 7, we have the TRex Encounter from Tomb Raider 1.
You serious?
Now, I know, for some people, this might sit at their number 1 spot, but for me personally, I think there were better moments as the series progressed. Nevertheless, entering the Lost Valley is still a cool, bloody moment, and being ranked at number 7 out of the hundreds of great moments this series offers is nothing to be upset about. It's the first time in the series where you're left feeling more helpless than the last chicken nugget at a buffet table. I'll never forget walking through the valley for the first time, only to then get dick slapped in the face by a terrifying T-Rex who seems angrier than a man with a fork in a world of soup. That's how good this moment really is. Hey Winston, what rhymes with poo? Not quite, because at number 6 we have the Skidoo from Tomb Raider 2. There was no way I couldn't put the Skidoo on this list. This is literally the moment of the game where Lara takes a detour from tomb raiding to essentially becoming a certified snowmobile freak. She's basically the James Bond of archaeology at this point, only with more insane boulder escapes and less vodka martinis. Granted, the Skidoo can sometimes feel impossible to control, but once you've got the hang of things, this moment is nothing but adrenaline-pumping fun. The Lost Artifact is a game that sometimes gets overlooked by fans, but this is not a game that people should sleep on, and I'm hoping that the release of the remasters will make people fall in love with this beauty of an expansion pack. It's filled with awesome moments, including a fantastic Easter egg in the first level of none other than the Loch Ness fucking monster.
I'm a snake.
At the top of the castle, Nessie can be seen swimming on the horizon. But if that wasn't exciting enough, the game also allows you to get up close and personal with the double-ended dildo dragon not once, but twice. The first encounter is triggered by approaching a quicksand pool at the bottom of the level. Shortly after that, the Nestmeister can be seen in a cave where you're able to swim into its hole and peruse its insides. Yep, that's right, and the best part is, Big Nessie is actually a giant robot.
No way!
Sticking to the theme of double-ended dildo dragons for a minute, at number 4 we have the actual dragon from Tomb Raider 2. Upon entering the final room of Dragon's Lair and seeing its sheer size, you know that shit's about to go down, and that's exactly what happens. Upon approaching Bertoli's deathbed, good old Bertie lets one rip and transforms into his final state. And it's clear that this is not your average Puff the Magic Dragon. This thing could literally toast marshmallows just by looking at them. Lara must have missed the memo about packing her SPF 10,000 sunscreen, because unless you do something and do it quick, she's gonna get roasted. It's a standoff for the ages, and the fact that we still talk about this moment to this day is a testament to that. Hashtag Bartoli farts. Now, I'd like to take this golden opportunity to talk about our number 3 spot, because this is a moment where one could say Lara takes a very hands-on approach, or should I say hand-on approach, because at number 3 we have the Midas Touch. In order to progress through Palace Midas, Lara needs to transform 3 lead bars into gold. She does this by collecting and placing them on a large stone hand, ominously laying next to a statue of Midas. And if you're sick and twisted as me, you'll have no doubt wondered, what would happen if I jump on it? And well, to no surprise, if you act on said fantasy, Lara will begin to transform into solid bloody gold. And as if that wasn't cool enough, I think what I love most about this moment is her expression of shock and disbelief, as if she's just realised she's now going to be the newest exhibit at the Museum of Stupid Ideas. This moment is a shining example of why you shouldn't get a handjob from Midas, and is why I have no choice but to place it at number 3. Next up, we have a moment that might not be universally known, especially amongst gamers who haven't played the gold expansions, but there's no way that I couldn't include this absolute gem on the list, because at number 2 we have the lava caves from the Lost Artifacts Shaka Spear Cliff. I call it lava caves really because I don't actually know what else to call it. The pterodactyl room maybe? The room with red hot liquid that burns? I don't know. But either way, to go from a construction site to a prehistoric wonderland in the space of 5 seconds really tickles my non-existent flaps. It's like a bizarre crossover episode of Jurassic Park and Grand Designs where Lara finds herself in a pickle as she jumps over molten lava pits and crosses paths with a prehistoric pigeon. Man, that pigeon's older than Gandhi's toenails. Anyway, it's a great moment for a great game, and that's why I put it at number 2. Now, addressing the elephant in the room, Obviously, there are loads of other moments than just what I'm covering in this video, so before I reveal our number 1 spot, let's take a peruse over some honourable mentions that only just escaped this top 10 list. And if you hadn't guessed already, I really have no other option than to put Home Sweet Home at the number 1 spot. And I know what you might be thinking. Hey, you said you weren't going to put whole levels down on this list, you bloody liar. Well, you're bloody damn wrong, 'cause I'm not. You see, there's one particular moment from Home Sweet Home that to this day still gets my heart racing harder than something that's hard. And that's at the very beginning of this level. That moment when the cutscene has just finished. It's dark, you've got no weapons, and you bloody well know that you're about to get the bollocking of a lifetime unless you figure something out, and figure it out quick. That race to open your bedroom closet and pick up all the supplies never gets easier for me. It's intense, it's high energy, and pure frightening. And for the countless emotional scars that this moment has given me from a child to this very day, I have no other choice but to put this moment at the number 1 spot. But there is one other moment that we haven't discussed. A moment that really we should all be talking about. Let's call it our bonus moment. DJ, take it away!